in the city moving slow. 3500 for the coat. Only real niggas keep.
The Carter 5 is officially here. After major setbacks, legals issues with Baby, allegedly Young Thug tried to kill him. This was supposed to be Wayne's retired album back when this was supposed to release in 2012. But now we're finally here. You think Wayne's gonna retire?
Nah, Wayne's coming back soon. He's coming back next year with a new album, in my opinion, or a mixtape. Definitely a bunch of features, especially when he sees the feedback for what this one is doing. Reportedly right now it's about to sell 500,000 first week, so he still got it.
Yeah, that's insane. That would put him right there with the best-selling hip-hop album of the year, which is crazy. No, it would be Drake, then him, and then Post Malone, which is crazy. But let's get right into the album. How you feeling about it?
Man, I love every single song on this album. Can't even lie to you.
All 23?
Maybe not love. All 23. I like every song, and I don't think there's a bad song. From the intro where it's his mom talking, then it goes right in, then she starts to cry at the end, and it goes right into X saying "Don't cry." Man, I felt that. That was a great feature and a great song. Don't cry.
I fuck with his mom at the beginning. Like from the Carter 1, Carter 2, and Carter 3, if I'm not mistaken, those don't have interludes. So for him to go this route on the Carter 5. Now, I know in the Carter 4, he had like a freestyle or a set, but like this is like actually his mom talking. I'm just like, oh shit. Like we're gonna get into like the depths of Wayne.
Yeah, it's a way more personal album, this one.
Right. And then he had the whole, before this album drop, he did a Billboard interview. He was on the cover. He talked about it. There's a story when he was 12 years old that he shot himself in the foot, but what actually really happened, he wanted to commit suicide, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he talks about it on the last track on the album, Let It All Work Out.
Yeah.
Says he shot himself. He put the gun to his heart and shot himself. And he talks about it also on Free Weezy, on the Free Weezy album. He talked about that the cop that saved his life, the cop died. So he dedicated a whole song to him on the Free Weezy album. So that's the one that's exclusive on Tidal. You probably never heard it. But go check it out. It's a really good album.
So like the cop died when he saved him, or?
No, the cop that saved him died. So he dedicated a song to him.
And then so like when the intro, when his mom's crying, I think that's like the emotional connection I think Wayne's trying to give us, him and his mom have and stuff. Because like Wayne's been the bread maker, you say. Like he's been watching for his mom. Like his mom's crying through the album. I think there's about 2 more skits with her.
Yeah, there's one where he's having his kid Regina with Toya.
Oh, she's famous.
Saying, I know you're young. Yeah, I know you're young, but you'll make it work. That's a really good skit. And then the song that comes after that with Regina in it, that's an amazing song, Famous. I didn't know she could sing like that.
Yeah, she was in a group previously, like I think with T.I.'s daughter. Nothing ever became nothing big, but yeah, it was cool. And just like for the father-son moment, like even if she couldn't sing, just knowing that it's Regina Carter, like Lil Wayne's daughter, his same daughter that he had like on the XXL cover magazine, is just cool. It's a cool moment for hip-hop. It's a nice touch. Are you surprised by the X song being the #1 song on Apple Music? Like right when it released, it's #1.
No, because it has X on it. It's the second track on the album, so that means everyone plays it. And it has X on it. His name's on it, yeah. So that gives it the extra boost. So I'm not surprised. And the song's really good too, especially coming off the intro, as I said before.
You think they were in the studio, or you think this is like just a post cut?
No, this is the post cut. They probably just had X vocals and they threw them on. Definitely just got some X vocals from somewhere.
Yeah, because I know he was in the studio with Trippy, and even though I knew X was on this, I was like, wait, this sounds like Trippy. That's crazy. In a way, like I know it's gonna like, I don't know how I'm gonna come off saying this, but it feels kind of like wrong putting X in this song if he didn't fuck with them from the beginning. Like people just using his vocals. I know Kanye's gonna do that for his Yonda album. It just feels like dirty in a way. Like I don't know, was Wayne?
Well,
like,
we don't know if we don't actually know if they fucked with each other,
right?
Because even if they did, they couldn't make it public because X was wilding out on Drake, so that would look wild for like Lil Wayne to be like, yo, I fuck with X, even though it's wilding out on Drake. So we don't actually know.
True, and I know he's gonna have a crown on October 4th with Elliott Wilson on Tidal. And when that comes out, and if he like breaks out more of that record, maybe I'll feel more comfortable. But it just feels out of poor taste. Like I get the record people fuck with, but I skip it because I'm just like, a year ago this hate train was heavy. Like we all seen it, you know. I wonder if this like how people felt for like Pac back then, when people were taking Pac's vocals or Big's vocals that like, he probably would have never fucked with. Like it's crazy.
On the next track, Dedicate, right after that, that's a track he really gets in his bag and saying he really made most of these niggas, or all of these young niggas, they're all my sons. Really get in his bag on that one. Face tattoos, singing, the little singing when you can't really sing, the rapping but not really rapping about nothing. This is all of the Wayne. Lean, all of the Wayne.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's all of the Wayne.
Yeah, and that little chop and screw part right there, I think that's 2 Chainz. It's from the Holly Grove album that they have about 2 years ago, which is crazy. I'm like, I wonder if Wayne thinks like when they're rapping, like, yo, I'm gonna chop this up. That's a nice touch because it's so recent. Yeah. You think Wayne could have gone harder, or you think he did just enough?
I mean, the song is fire. I don't think he could have. He could have like mentioned more stuff that he made them, but I guess he's humble,
right? Because you come off disrespectful.
Yeah, I guess
start
he's kind of humble. Yeah.
Be at a poor taste. Yeah.
I guess he could have called them names, but overall, like, great. It's a great song. Yeah. What do you think about the Trav song that Trav was promoting for 6 years now? Trav tweeted out.
He was that excited. Man. I mean, the song feels old. Like, fuck. Like, yo, you hear Astroworld. Astroworld just came out, and you hear like Travis on that. Like, this ain't Travis on Astroworld, man. Like, I think Travis needs, like, maybe he needed Mike Dean to mix this one song for his vocals to come out nice. Because the autotune on this is just like, fuck, bro. It's just so
I didn't really think Trav was necessary on this one. Wayne completely destroys the beat on his verse. Like, he goes stupid. But Trav, I could have did without him. And
I was thinking, like, maybe Travis Scott produced the record, but when come to find out on the credits, then
Travis didn't produce it. He does a feature.
Yeah, so I'm like, is someone lazy? Like, where's Cortez Bryant, his manager? Like, you know, he's the one that arranged all the music. I know he did that for Carter 4 and Carter 3, so I'm like, Cortez Bryant, is this your doing? Like, take him off. But I mean, I guess Travis still a good look for an album, right? You have a Travis Scott feature. But I'm like, does Wayne need that?
Name recognition. Well, not really, but
I guess it's still good for streaming numbers.
Kendrick feature. Oh. That one's doing really good on streaming service, Mona Lisa.
That's a good song.
And the song is fire too.
That's a good song.
It's a great song. Great story too.
I know Kendrick Lamar has a mixtape called C4 dedicated to Wayne. But I never knew like his inspiration, the way he used his voice in some way, comes straight from Wayne.
Yeah, I knew that because he had a whole song called Michael Jordan, I think, or Michael Jackson on Over Dedicated, where he raps. You can see like he raps like he normally raps, but he just sounds like Wayne. He was way before he really made the sound his own, put his own inflections on it. It was before, and then he took some like Andre 3000.
Yeah, Andre. And then
so
even
he's
Eminem.
Like, so his new sound is basically Eminem, Andre, and Lil Wayne. We just takes Lil Wayne voice off it. Yeah. But his whole shit is Lil Wayne, like the way he flows, all Lil Wayne and Andre.
Yeah, that's it's fucking perfect. I hope we get like a visual.
Yeah, it's a lesser known fact that's not really talked about, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I know there's like some articles coming out like, yo, the Prodigy and the Mentor, and I'm like, okay. I know Kendrick's influence, but don't stop it. I guess doing too much. I don't know. It just because Kendrick's such like
a Prodigy and a Mentor would be more like Drake and Lil Wayne,
right? Or Cole and Hove.
Yeah.
Even though their relationship's more behind the scenes, we don't really see them out together. But yeah, hopefully we get a video for that.
The song, I want to shout out Cool and Dre also. The song Demon.
Demons in the Man. Oh, bro.
Cool and Dre definitely carries with that beat. Always coming with that reggae soul shit. I fuck with it heavy.
That's a reggae soul sample?
It's a reggae beat, but I'm not sure the sample. The sample could be reggae. It could just be some old shit.
Okay.
But the way the music is patterned around the sample is reggae.
Yo, and it's...
Because you know they're like Jamaican and shit, right?
Yeah, so I was like, wait, what? That shit probably went over my head.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's so crazy because like Wayne was fucking with Cool and Dre early on the DJ Khaled, like way before not before We the Best. Way before when he was with Rock Nation, he was on Terror Squad. They had a song called Moneybag. And I was like, yo, to see Cool and Dre's production when they went from there to where they're at now, where they have songs with Hove, is fucking crazy.
Hove and Beyonce, yeah.
I got Demons in bro, that song is fucking beautiful. That is definitely added to the playlist.
Hit is one of the best songs on the album too.
Is that a heavy soul sample on that, or is that just Wayne spitting?
Oh, that's straight bars. Really floating over the beat on this one.
Yeah.
Barring niggas up.
Another perfect example of Wayne, like that record can drop in any time.
The only song that I wasn't feeling that much, but I still like is Used To. I don't think that song was it.
Yeah, especially towards the end of the album.
There was something wrong with it. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing. I can't figure out what's wrong with it. It's just like Wayne's great. The beats, it's probably the beat.
That beats Metro,
produced by Metro. Yeah, it's not it. The beats does not do Wayne justice on this one. Wayne should have picked a better beat, or Metro should have made him a better beat.
And it's crazy because like Metro was like, "Yo, I got a song on the Carter 5," and I'm like, you sure you didn't produce hitters? Like this is a mistake.
Yeah, this one ain't it. This one ain't it. But what was it? Was Dope New Gospel. Jeez, that one. The lyrics on that one is
that the one where he's like, he doesn't know his dad, but he still grew up to be the big bad wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite right there. That's like, Lil Wayne sprinkles in like a little bit perspective about his life, and then he just goes on a whole loophole about some other shit.
Start this shit off right, bringing Ashanti back to relevance. Is she back now?
I mean, she did drop a
Ashanti album.
She did drop a single with Ty Dolla $ign about a year ago. But this might be the
that shit will blow up.
Yeah, this might be it.
Yeah. That shit fire. Matt Main's on the album. Great throwback for all you Hot Boy fans out there. You know.
The lights is out, Lil Wayne.
Before Lil Wayne was whipping the baby. You know.
The record's cool nostalgia factor, but I'm just like, why is it on the album?
Nah, that shit fire. You tripping.
Nah, that shit really fire, P.O. I should see Lil Wayne's previous album chart on like Apple 200 or Spotify or titles. If none of those, I'm not talking about Carter 3, Carter 1. I'm talking about The Block Is Hot, The 500 Degrees. I'm talking about those because that's what that record sounds like. It was recorded from those times. Like, it's produced by Manny Fresh. So I'm like, if you guys are really fucking with it, the motherfucking album should chart, bro. How do you feel about Uproar, aka Special Delivery, aka?
Man, I feel like he killed it again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Killed it again.
The one with J. Cole, Green Ranger is better, but he did kill us too. This is fire. Yo, like, you can't really miss with the beat is so good. You can't really miss. I can't even lie to you. There's no way to fuck this up. Your shoulders got to move. With Swizzy talking? Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, if I had to rank them, if I'm ranking G-Debs, I'm ranking the remix first with Ghostface. Then I'm ranking J. Cole and Lil Wayne's version of Dedication 5. Yeah. Then I'm putting this at the bottom. Bad to rank.
Yeah, this is at the bottom, but it's not that far at the bottom, though. I'll probably put Ghostface first and then Green Ranger. In fact, I might put Green Ranger over Ghostface version. To be honest with you. Definitely putting Green Ranger over Ghostface version.
No respect to Ghostface.
This is at the bottom, but it is pretty good.
You're respecting Ghostface.
Nah.
Yo, shout out to Wu, man. I don't know. You disrespecting Ghostface right now.
You disrespected J. Cole. That's the problem.
I put J. Cole at too. I mean, I think J. Cole wouldn't be mad if it like, yo, Ghostface in front of me. I think he wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those, like, he done it before. Like, we get to the record, what's the record with the explosive sample?
Dope Niggas.
Yeah, that one. It's like, this was in better taste than Uproar, the Special Delivery, the G-Dep beat. Like, this is a Wayne, like, Wayne would have sampled this on a mixtape, but now since, like, legal issues and, like, people can actually sue you for, like, taking an original beat, even though you're not making no money off of it, it's just a free project, there's still ways to get sued. Just look at, like, Frank Ocean, look at Mac Miller, look at their cases. They've been sued before. So this is in better taste. You liking this one?
Yeah, I love this one. The hook is kind of meh, but I like the complete song overall. Of course, the explosive beat is classic. Snoop Dogg floats over this. There's nothing not to like about this except the hook, in my opinion. Yeah,
I mean, it's cool. The only problem it would have, it would have been cool to have Corrupt on it, because Corrupt is on the original version, or Hitmaker. Is it Hitmaker or no? Hitman. Hitman. He was the one. Yeah, Hitman. He was the one that was throughout the Chronic 2000. So it would have been dope. I guess what you gotta have Snoop here, the most like no name West Coast, but it just would have been cool. Like, yo, Corrupt's still out there, man. It would have been nice. But how you feeling on the album? Like, again, this is 23 tracks. Like, if we were gonna break these tracks down by down, we would probably take half an hour, or even more, because then we're gonna get into more details. But how you feeling this 23 tracks 6 years later?
Man, I would say the GOAT is back. He's not back on top, but he's back and he's still in the league. If I'm ranking the Carters, I would go Carter 3, Carter 2, Carter 4, and it's a toss up between this and Carter 1 for me.
Yeah, for me, it would be too soon to like rank it like that, because
it's definitely not better than Carter 2 and 3 though.
Yeah, it's not better than 2 and 3.
Or 4.
4, people were saying that on Twitter, like, yo, this is already better than Carter 4. But I think people are forgetting Carter 4.
This might not even be better than I'm Not a Human Being 2. Like this and I'm Not a Human Being 2 is right there.
Okay, you might be
like,
wilding, but I don't remember that album on the top of my head.
Nah, people
so
just
I'm
forget.
gonna let you rock with that one. If you had to rank it out of 5, what are you giving it out of 5?
I'll give it a solid 3.75. Like I liked all the songs, but not all the songs were amazing. Maybe if you cut off maybe 5 songs, you know,
right?
And everything was just straight fire. I give this like a 4.2 or something.
Right. Yeah. Same here. I think I'm agree with you on that. Like if you would have cut some of the fat on here, there's obviously fillers on here, but we didn't talk about them. We didn't highlight them because why would you want to like talk about the fillers track?
And the sequence, I did like the sequencing though. The sequence, it was really good. Goes through his whole life story to him shooting himself, so that was pretty good.
To close out the album,
like it was cut into like and it like it was cut into chapters. Like the first part is about his mom, him taking care of his mom, then he goes to his daughter and his dad, then he goes to his past, you know.
Yeah, so, I get you there. Yeah,
I like that.
Right? Yeah, like a lot of nostalgia with this album because technically Wayne hasn't dropped the album in 6 years. If you're not counting the Free Weezy and all those mixtapes. So I did get chills when I was listening to this because like back in 2012 and 2011, who isn't a Wayne fan? Like fuck, I probably would have ran into my fucking room and listened to this song listen to this album all day, you know. So like hearing certain skits, I did get like again when his mom on there, I did get emotional like at the end, like with the last song. I'm like, wow, this is like really hitting me. Like the Carter series is such an important series, not just to me, but just like in hip hop overall. With the Carter 2 and the Carter 3 and the impact it has, especially the Carter 3.
Yeah,
like, man, this is good, you know. Like I don't know, it's good. It's like I don't know, it's one of those. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 for me, and it's just one of those things where it's like I know there's again a lot of skippables, but man, the songs that are not skippables, it's like fuck, I loved you, Wayne. Like at one point, you were the best rapper alive, and it's just a reminder. Like I'm back. I don't know for how long, but I'm back.
I'm in the hood with niggas don't bother me. 3500 my cardigan. Shot it gon' fuck.